safety, security, reassurance, protection. These are all words we've heard countless times in our lives. They bring comfort for fear and alleviate the stress that complicates the uncertainty of everyday life. Now, like a good neighbor, we're on your side and you're in good hands. These have become catchphrases by large insurance companies seeking you as a customer for their services, which they promise to offer protection from fear, relief from stress, and offer safety, security, and reassurance. My name is Shawn, and this is my speech, Means of Protection. Now, according to the North Carolina Department of Transportation, liability insurance was made mandatory in the state of North Carolina in the year 1957. With this being passed into law, it made it illegal in the state of North Carolina to operate a motor vehicle without minimum amounts of liability coverage. This coverage not only cost you monthly, it only protected the other driver in the event of an automobile accident. Now, since that was passed into law, North Carolina has gone on to become the largest state-maintained road system in the United States. Now, as a result of all these excellent roads for North Carolinians to drive upon, on December 31st, 2009, there was a record 8.5 million vehicles registered in the state of North Carolina. Now, out of those 8.5 million vehicles that were registered, there was a mind-blowing 220,224 reported automobile accidents. And for you math majors out there, that rounds out to about 2.5% of the vehicles registered on the road that were involved in some sort of automobile accident. Now, at this time, I'm going to give you some quick statistics on the automobile insurance industry of North Carolina. Now, myself not included, the average insurance policy in North Carolina costs $595 annually. Now, the average loss, or the amount of money that the insurance company has to pay for each one of the accidents they report, is $2,869, which rounds about to about $3,000 each and every time these automobile insurance have to pay a claim. Now, with that number in mind, automobile insurance companies just in the state of North Carolina would have to pay a whopping $630 million each and every year in claims. That's a lot of money. Now, if you do the math further, you'll recognize that the automobile insurance companies would have collected, just in North Carolina alone, $4.8 billion in premiums. Now, once again, for you math majors, that will account for only 13.5% of all the premiums collected that were actually paid out to cover claims or losses. Now, where does all your protection money go? Where does the rest of this money go? Now, if you go up to the United States Senate building, you go to the House of Representatives, you go to Congress, you'll notice and find in the hallways of these buildings, there are large lobbying groups, each one seeking to bolster things to their claim. Now, out of 15 major lobbyist groups, this includes big oil, energy, the two largest expenditures are for insurance and finance. Over 28% of the money spent lobbying towards senators and congressmen goes towards these two policies. Now, in January 2009, the day after President Barack Obama took office, he did away with what many lobbyists used to take advantage of, which was gift giving, which means they could give congressmen and senators large amounts of money or gifts or anything to try to convince them over their side. Also, they were allowed free access to these senators and congressmen's office. They could go in the back door, nobody saw them, nobody knew what they were doing in this office. Since Obama's been in office, he's put an end to these practices. Now, have you ever noticed on TV the way automobile accidents are portrayed? You know, they're driving down the road and all of a sudden a tree falls out of nowhere, or this truck driver does a U-turn in the middle of the road, or somebody's drunk in the middle of the day on Sunday, and all of a sudden an insurance company agent appears out of thin air. She appears out of thin air, snaps her finger, the car is fixed, makes your boyfriend look better, your girlfriend look better, everybody's happy. Now, you probably wonder why I'm going on this long speech, this long tirade, this long soliloquy about insurance coverage. Well, it's because I want change. I want accountability. I want fair pricing for my insurance. I want my protection, and I don't want to overpay for it. I do not want to be vilified each and every time I make a claim on my insurance policy. I don't want to pay extra because they provided the protection they promised me. I want my insurance company to act in the fiduciary role which they promised the day I signed my premium. I don't want to pay $595 every year and feel like I've got nothing. I want at least a plastic insurance card. I don't want to have to print my own insurance cards online. Now, what do I want you to do? I want you to call your congressman and tell him that you want more than the biggest building downtown or the funniest commercial from your insurance company. I want you to write your senator and tell him you want tangible benefits. You want something solid from your insurance company. I want you to email your governor and tell him you want a return on this money you're spending every year. And I want you to go to your president and tell him you want change back from all these unfulfilled promises from these very same insurance companies. Now, it's interesting, you can always think of another organization performing the same type of service. They have a long and lucrative history as well for providing protection to monthly tributes. Now, this is the mafia, a corrupt organization. I think these two go hand in hand, but at least the mafia gives you face-to-face customer service. Now, in conclusion, I'm just going to end with a short story. And there was a woman, Jackie, and her husband. They were driving home one evening in a rainstorm, and the tractor trailer lost control, crossed over to her lane, and crushed the driver's side of her car, killing her husband instantly. Now, Jackie herself was hurt. She was out of work for 6 weeks. Now, when Jackie goes to her insurance company said, well, the truck driver's insurance company should pay. Truck driver insurance company? No, your own insurance company should pay. That was 2 years ago. And a result was taking place since she lost her husband, as well as his income. She lost her house. And now she lives in a small one-bedroom apartment. Now, what happened to all the money she paid in premiums? Where is it? Where are all the truck drivers' insurance premiums? Where is the good neighbor whose good hand she was in that was on her side? Where is he at? Anyway, I ask you again to ask your local, regional, state, and national representative for insurance company reform. Make them accountable for all the promises they made to you the day that you signed your policy. Punish them for the type of atrocities that they're committing on their hard-working customers. Make them change. Make them be honest, or you could become their next victim.